Hi guys, so bought myself a glass of beautiful GSM on this gorgeous New South Wales winter. Sunny out, gorgeous weather. I'm in bloody short sleeves. And so I've actually taken the first step into a project that I've been meaning to do for a very long time. And that's going to help me gain a proper in-depth education into the process of fine wine making, because today I took the first step to starting my own vineyard right here on the property. I've taken cuttings from a beautiful 150-year-old Shiraz vine that has been sitting on this property and was planted by the original owners of this land, the Carpenter family. And it's a great feeling knowing that I can bring this old vine back to life. Stick around and I hope you guys get to see how the vineyard progresses and flourishes. Righto, behold my next project. This is the vineyard project. I'm going to be starting up my own Shiraz vines in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to walk you through my growing area. First and foremost, this is my beautiful paddock, fenced off to keep all the animals out, and I'm going to start doing a canopy above. That way birds can't come and attack straight away. But at the moment, because they're such young vines, fingers crossed they're going to be young vines. I'm not sure how well it's going to work out. I'm actually going to go through the whole process. First and foremost, I prepared the area, which is my beautiful paddock here. Next up, I'll be cultivating my grapes from a 100-year-old Shiraz vine right here on this property. So stick around for this. Righto. Okay, first major project is getting my vine going. And so this is a gorgeous 100-year-old Shiraz vine. I thought it was dead for many years, until my grandpa, who was really into viticulture back in Lebanon, managed to breathe some life back into it. And just to see if we were actually able to cultivate grapes from the offcuts, we ran an experiment by building this weird jig around here. And we planted one in each corner. And as you can see, she really has taken off quite nicely. So I got very high hopes that by cultivating these properly, I'll really be able to get myself a high-end grapevine of beautiful quality Shiraz. I've tested out the microclimate down here, and it is almost identical to the microclimate of the Barossa Valley, where I have sun almost 300 days of the year. So I have a really long growing period, allowing my my grapes to really build up a really good amount of sugar. So let me show you how to actually cultivate the grapes from my offcuts. Okay, so over here are my offcuts. Okay, and that's the soil I'll be using. So that's about 50% really high-end soil, just regular soil from your garden. Okay, moisten it up with a little bit of water to make it more malleable. And then a combination of 25% organic compost, which I scooped up from my chickens, and 25% just regular sand. And that should be like the ideal mix for cultivating grapes. And I've tested out my soil over there and it looks almost identical to this. So also another reason to be a little bit excited, you know what I mean? So let's walk into the very first little bud. And I'm praying to God it's going to cultivate into a beautiful vine. See if I can put this somewhere. Here we go. Now, in order to cultivate vines, you're going to need a starter, a nutrient starter. And I want to do this completely organically. I don't want to do any chemical stuff at all. So this is actually an old Lebanese technique where you cultivate your nutrients with honey and cinnamon. So you grab your vine. Let's start off with a nice big one. Why not? So here's my beautiful vine, and it looks dead, but if you look in here, you got that beautiful green through and through. And I'm going to find the bottom. How do I find the bottom? It's just going to be based off following the notes. The notes are going upwards. That's the bottom. That's the top. And then I'll use something sharp just to scrape the bottom and allow maximum surface area with the nutrients of the soil. I'm not trying to eat too much, I'm just trying to get the skin off it. Fantastic. Yeah. And if there's any hard to reach places, I've got my timber rasp, and I'll just come through with my timber rasp and just rough up that area. Fantastic. As you can see, I've revealed that bottom area nicely. It's all nice and green. At that point, I'm going to dip it inside my accelerator, and it should just adhere to it really easy, almost like a I don't know, a custard. As you can see, it's cultivated nicely. I'm going to create a little hole inside my mix here. I'll just use my rasp for that, and I'll show you how it looks. And Bob's your uncle. That's my first ever cultivated vine. Fingers crossed it's gonna grow and turn into a gorgeous vine with roots, and then I can take her out into my paddock and plant her. Okay, all done. The start of my vineyard is right here. Give him a good wash down, give him a good drink. Placing him in a place that has a nice amount of shade. Ah, mate, that's perfect.